Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 2. My name is Alfilita and my friend's name is Alfita. We're going to presentation about is customer really the king? Problem. Sean and Linda think to buy a new car. Their initial excitement died off very soon when they learned that the city did not have an authorized dealer of any car company. They were further disappointed when most of the Coventry dealers chose to ignore their queries. Phone calls to a few dealers in Coventry only solicited some very cold responses. Sean and Linda's self-image of being a valued customer and of being treated like one was totally shattered. The few advertisements in the local newspaper put in by the companies did not answer any of the questions of Sean. Meanwhile, Sean happened to meet one Mr. Sanders who dealt in cars. Mr. Sanders, who offered to get the couple a brand new Robin car from London, also quoted a surprisingly low price of $3,000, but the authenticity of his offer was greatly suspect, since he was not in any way connected to Reliant Robin, a business house which claimed to have been appointed the Robin dealer for Wolverhampton, put the price at $3,315. When Linda talked to her father in Birmingham, the price of Robin quoted there was $3,200. This price variation further confused the prospective buyers.
Okay, let's start. Question number 1 is evaluate the marketing communication of big cars company, particularly from the point of view of non-big city buyer. Our group evaluated that a good marketing communication strategy is very important for a company, because if the strategy goes well, it will greatly affect the success of the company. And the company also has to think about what and how the company can market its product and satisfy its consumer. But it's a shame that this case explained that Linda and Sean, as a new consumer who want to buy a new car from the company big cars, are already feel disappointed because Sean and Linda live in a non-big city. They find it difficult to buy a new car because the company marketing communication strategy has not been maximized. For example, when Sean and Linda called the nearest car dealer from their area in Coventry, Sean and Linda did not get a satisfactory response and information about the car for Sean and Linda as a new consumer. According to our group, the big car company should change its marketing communication strategy and evaluate the employee in order to satisfy a customer and turn new customer into loyalty customer. Because after all, we think the customer is the king in a company. Without the customer, our company cannot be successful. And if the big car company success in changing marketing communication for the better, such as being able to respond to customer in a kind and friendly manner, caring about customer for a small city, and being able to inform in more detail about the different specification of each car, it will greatly not disappoint consumer, and of course consumer will be happy to have been treated very well, and automatically the company get a good image in the eyes of consumer, and new consumer do not find it difficult to get information about the car they want at the company.
And the last question, suggest a corporate communication strategy for big car companies so as to avoid situations like the one in this case. I think the company should enforce three main aspects of communication when dealing with customers. First, verbal communication. Employees must know how to properly and correctly deal with customers and be able to respect customers like the king. Second, written communication. So as to prevent misinformation as in the story, the company must first write down all information about the goods that will be purchased by customer clearly, so as not to confuse the customer later. And the last is non-verbal communication. Employees also have to learn a lot about how to regulate body language and facial expression when meeting customers later. I think that's all from our group. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.